12-team Superflex, 6-point per passing touchdown, PPR 1.5 for tight ends, start 10. Thank you for the hammer dumpster fire. Watson, Bryce, Bijan, Spears, Cans, JSN, Jaden Reed, QJ, that's Can, Traylon Burks, Bateman, Wandale, and then has Laporta and Pitts at tight end, the 101, 112, 201, 209, and 211. The question is trade the 101, which you said is Marv, and the 201 for the 102, where he would take Caleb, the 107, and the 202. So again, you're trading the 101 and 201 for the 102, 107, and 202. Just checking the audio. Audio is good this time. Rock and roll. Okay, so let's go back to this trade here. It is a 12-team super flex, start 10. Okay, so pretty vanilla. Quarterbacks are Watson and Bryce. Yeah, I'm 100% doing this. I like it. So trading back from the 101 to the 102, taking Caleb. You're kicking back the 201 as well, but you're getting the 107, which is a nice pick. And then, yeah, only moving back one spot in the second. So, and he said it was a mid-activity league. That's something I'm capturing now on the Google form. If you go to buymeacoffee.com/trades-in-5. So yeah, I'm doing it all day. This is a great trade. This is honestly a dream trade. 6-point per passing touchdown. You're getting bailed out, getting the 107 included. Enough said. Smash. Okay. Let's go to Walsh. Thank you for the hammer. 10-team, 1 QB, PPR, start 8. So super shallow. And what I'll say too is when I say start 9, what we're talking about there is not including kicker and defense, how many you start each week. So start 8 like this or start 9, that's considered shallow. Start 10 is our kind of baseline. Start 11, 12, etc. Those are definitely deeper formats. Okay. 10-team, 1 QB, PPR, start 8, Kyler, Love, Bryce. We have Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Javonte, Gibson, Swift. Ayuk, Keenan Allen, Adams, Kirk, Ridley, Judy, and Wandale again. At wide receiver, at tight end, Ferguson, Goddard, and Shig. Also Kraft. Has the 106, 205, 208, 305, an extra 25 second. Says thoughts on draft targets with this build and assets to flip or drop for incoming rookies. Shout out to Scott. Love the roster construction series and his running back targets for 2024. First off, Walsh, definitely not league shaming. We don't do that. But if you love a roster construction series, get into a deeper format. But anyway, let's take care of this one. So yeah, in this shallow format, you always want to consolidate for hammers, right? We always say hammers. So you were asking thoughts on draft targets. 106, I'm doing everything I can to move up. So would give the 106, 205, 208. I mean, have fun with it. All of those. Plus, yeah, the 106 to get up to 10. What do you think, crowd? We'll see what you think. 103? Would we be fine moving up to 103 for just a Dunze or neighbors, whichever one it is? I would give up the farm to be able to move up in this kind of format. 205, 208, that third, worth nada in this format unless you just get really lucky. So yeah, consolidate and move up. All right, thank you for that hammer. We've got, let's hit one from the crowd here. So Hunter Joe Green says, going through more hammers. Noah submitted one on Friday. Yeah, no, you're good, Hunter. So what we do, we've got a list of these hammers that we get. And thank you so much. I'm going to hit, and Shane Solo may hit, or Scott Solo may hit $5 hammers here and there, these little $5 streams. Again, $5. Thank you so much. But I don't want people to have to wait too much. And then on the Tuesday streams, the big ones, that's where we'll hit the 2-3 hammers and then just whatever ones happen to be in queue. So we will get to it. All right. So let's see here. Let's go to 101 Braden. 12-team Superflex, start 10, PPR, 1.5, tight end premium. Says ARSB and the 401 for Olave, Reed, and a 25 second. Okay, so let's not worry about the 401. It's Amon-Ra for Olave Reed in a second. Start 10. So did you include in here 101 Braden what your format is? I'm inclined to say no. I mean, if you are just struggling on assets, maybe, but I personally am such an Amon-Ra guy. I don't like that. I don't like that split. I guess I'm not 100% sold on Jaden Reed yet, even though I like him, and who knows how valuable that 25-second is in your league. So alrighty, let's go back to a hammer here. This is from Sammy. This was great because last night I was like, oh, thanks for the stray hammer, Sammy. No, it definitely wasn't a stray hammer. 12 team superflex tiered PPR tight end premium start 12, 0.2 PPC. Mahomes, Allen, Rodgers at quarterback. Running backs are trash cans. London, Wicks, DJ Moore at wide receiver. Laporta, Freiermuth, and Fant at tight end. Has the 103, 106, 108, 111, 203, 208 through 10. Has a couple firsts and 3 seconds next year. So obviously lots of pick equity. Middle of the road in terms of activity. Where do I take this team? Tier off of Mahomes and get more assets? Should I look to move back from the 103 or stick with a QB there? And he said, with this scoring format, I only tank to 103. Okay, let's pause for a quick coffee sip here, if you don't mind. Okay, so it's a deep format. Running backs are super valuable with that 0.2 PPC is definitely pretty significant. Cans at running back. So they're expensive. So eventually you're going to have to draft them, I imagine. So cans at running back, Laporta, DJ Moore. I don't want to waste Mahomes and Allen's years. It's a start 12, though, is the problem. And you only list in terms of current players, Mahomes, Allen. So there's 2. Nothing at running back. London is 3. Wicks, I mean, it's start 12. Let's call him 4. 5 for DJ Moore. 6. Even if you flex the tight end, that's 7. So I feel like you're not ready to compete. You had said tier off Mahomes. I mean, that's an option. You need a lot of assets in a start 12. I mean, you said running back cans. Well, you're going to have 2 of them in your lineup still because you always need to have cans in there. Let's see though, if you were to just use the picks and try to win this shit. So 103, I would not take a quarterback. I would be taking whatever's left between Marv, Neighbors, and a Dunze, or just trading back if somebody wants to come up and get a QB. I'm posturing like I'm taking a QB, but 106, 108, 111. I'm thinking you just take a lot of shots with these picks. So let's we don't have enough assets. You could just stick and pick. You really could if you can't move those picks for value. I wouldn't hate it. And in a 0.2 point per carry, you're probably going to want to, hit a bunch of running backs there in the 208, 210 if there's still good ones available. But with what I know, you are asset poor and could stand to. I don't want to waste those Allen Mahomes years, but you could stand to sell. Try to get some more 25 picks. Let's go to someone. Thank you for the hammer. This is a 12-team super flex PPR. 0.5 tight end premium. So 1.5, 4 point per passing touchdown, start 8. So Allen, Arich, Baker at quarterback. We have CMC, Jacobs, Henry, and Cans at running back. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, AJ Brown, Nico, Pittman. Nothing else at wide receiver. It has Kincaid, Komet, and Otten at tight end. Has a 204, 225 first, and 225 seconds. Okay, what is the question here? Curious on general direction to go with this team. Tier up from Nico / Pittman. Should he move the 25 first for players? Tier down from Arich. So looking for some direction. 12-team super flex, 4 point, start 8. I am not touching that QB room unless somebody wants to pay absurd prices. Absurd prices for Josh Allen and Anthony Richardson in that format. I don't want to really touch that. So tier up from Nico or Pittman was the next question. I mean, yeah, you want to, again, consolidate as much as you can in a start 8. Let's look at your picks again. Just the 204. If you could package the 204 with a 25 second and get another 25 first, that would give you, I believe, 3 of them. I would do something like that. I'm not sweating the running back situation right now. CMC, Jacobs, whatever, that's fine. And it's March 6th. So yeah, I mean, try to tier up Nico and Pittman together. This is a Shane thing. This is what Shane would do. He'd start like literally combining these players. Nico and Pittman, could that get you pick wise? Can that get you like the 102? Do you want to take a gamble that one of those guys? Start 8. Start 8. Yeah, maybe. You get the idea. Try to get up into a top top 6, top 8 asset, something like that. In a 0.5 tight end premium, Kincaid's on the block. With that being never mind. You got Josh Allen and it's a start 8, and stacks are always nice in that kind of format. So hopefully I gave you enough ideas there. I'm more than happy to always package and tier up in a start 8. So all right, good stuff. And then move 25 first for players. Yeah, you can have my first. I said that you could collect another one, but yes, I'm more than happy to buy studs with those first. Okay. Let's see. Let me hide this one. All right, Nikki D. This is my buddy. He's my volleyball partner. Beach volleyball. We're about to start back up. He says, Nikki D, love the show, especially Clay and Scott. He's just cracking on Shane. I love Shane. Life coach and spirit animal. Okay, let's see. Someone apparently is John Hill. Granted, I still feel like there's 2 someones, but we know one of them is John Hill. Says, love the channel, keep it up. That one, I don't think, had a trade attached to it. Okay. Let's keep on cooking. Let's go back to the audience here. Yeah, he says headset's crisp when working. Yeah, it sounds dope. I don't know what's up. Okay, let's go all the way up here because we had some early ones. B-Gas Bites. J-Rod, if you by the way, if you're in here, I was just asking for formats on that on your first one. So B-Gas Bites, 10-team Superflex, half PPR, start 10, top 2 contender. Traded JT, DK Metcalf, a 26th third. Received Saquon, Mike Evans, and a 26th first. Okay. It is a shallow league, 10-team, half PPR, start 10. Contender gave up JT, DK Metcalf, got and a 26th third, got Saquon, Evans, and a 26th first. I wonder what the crowd thinks of this one. Chime in, crowd. I personally don't love it. What's up, Matt? I personally don't love it because I want JT over Saquon by a fairly significant amount, and I want DK over Mike Evans. I get it. I mean, I get it. He's going to be a 1,000-yard guy until he retires, but he has 0 liquidity. I mean, he's never had liquidity. It's the most disrespected player. Love him, even though he's an Aggie. I don't love it. If we were doing this in 25, maybe a different story. If you're getting a 25 first that you liked, Saquon and Mike Evans for JT, DK, and a third, different story. But don't like it as is. Okay, B-Gas Bite says that's fair. Hopefully that helped. Let's go to another one here from the crowd. Oh, dude, there was a part 2 on his thing. Let me just pull this up. Hertz, Herbert, high value backup, CMC, Saquon, Achane. Wait, he's got Saquon? Oh, yeah. If you've got Saquon, yes, go the JT side. Okay. Let's go back to the hammers and hit one of these. Lewis R. Thank you for yours. It is a 12-team Superflex PPR, no tight end premium, start 11. Mahomes, Allen, Herbert at quarterback. That is lovely. And man, we've had a couple Mahomes Allen teams already. Achane and Cans at running back. Addison, Pickens, Dobbs, Cans. Is it Dubs or Dobbs? Tight ends are also trash cans. 103, 104, 105, 205. Here's an inbox offer giving Patrick Mahomes and Achane for JJ, Garrett Wilson, and Rojo. Wow. No. Lewis. No. Yeah, that's a smash decline. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day. Herbert, I wonder if I would do this for Herbert just based on the fact that I have, let me see, start 11. Would I give Herbert and Achane for JJ? No. No, I'm not doing this. I'm down to tear off of one of those quarterbacks as long as I'm still having a conversation with the QB owners. I'll go as low as maybe like Dak, even though he's always hated on. But yeah, I'm happy to tear down off of one of those guys, but I'm not getting a JJ or Garrett Wilson in this fashion. What is Rojo? so you'd literally have nothing after Achane, but you would sub in Rojo. It'd be Rojo in cans. I'm not doing it. It says trying to negotiate for more, not budging. No league interest in Herbert. I guess I could have put up all these three. Hold and risk not getting a better offer and stick, or sell Mahomes for a slight discount to move towards proper roster construction. I'm fine doing that, but that's if my team is trash. That's when I will split quarterbacks and stuff. Your team is not trash, so that is my last priority is messing with that QB room. So look at your picks and stuff, man. Definitely chill. The league will wake up a little bit and realize that Herbert's a good football player in a little bit. Okay, let's go to Jaston Flowers. Thank you for the hammer. 10-team super flex, start 9, PPR 2.0 for tight ends. CJ Herbert, JT. I'm sorry, CJ Herbert at quarterback, JT, Alvin Kamara, Eckler, Connors, Cans, Chase, Puka, Cooper, and trash cans at wide receiver. Tight ends are all trash cans. 105, 106, and 3/3, and all the future picks. Let's go to part 2 here. Hoping Bowers falls to the 105, but don't see it happening due to the settings. How would you handle this? I got Chase 303 and 306 for Kyren and Ken Walker. Felt like a smash deal. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean that's a pretty cheap way of getting Jamar Chase. You're getting him with 2 running backs. So yeah, that's a smash. There's no way Bowers is going to fall to 105 in a 10-team. Yeah. Even if this were just a non-tight end premium, I bet he wouldn't fall in a shallow format like this. So let's see if you can trade up to get him because you have some to do Chase Puka. Yeah, I mean 105, 106 in a 10-team. I don't know how much your league likes quarterbacks and how many are going to go before 105. Let's call it 2. And then there's 3 wide receivers. So you could get one of them. Yeah. So you're saying Bowers may fall. I don't know. I maybe want to move up to get Bowers, see what it looks like to get up to the 103 to have a shot at him if I want him. Or you might be in a good spot, like you said, but I strongly doubt Bowers gets to 105. Okay, let's see. Am I still good in the chat? Still sounding okay? All right, Jaston Flowers, thank you for that hammer. Let's move on to the no, it's not. Jameis Squinston. This is a good one. 12-team super flex, half PPR, full PPR for tight ends. Start 10. One first season. Congratulations, startup year. Going into year 2, Allen, Tua, Howell, Jacobs, Connor, Cans, Adams, Ayuk, Waddle, Amari Cooper, Tank Dell, Christian Watson, and then at tight end, Ferguson and Michael Mayer. We have the 112, 212. Now, here is a trade offer. Give Devontae Adams and the 112. get Devontae Smith. Accept the trade, try and get a 25 third kicked in, keep the 112 and draft a QB3 / wide receiver. Let's see here. Jameis Squinston. Let's go back to your team. 12 team super flex, half PPR. Okay, you won last year. Am I selling Adams for Devontae Smith? Yeah, I mean that's such a bailout to be able to get younger. Watson and the 112 to get him. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'd explore. I will have already explored moving up with that 112 or packaging that 112. Start 10. Yeah, could you package that 112 with a different player and get a hammer? You also need a running back at some point because it is a half PPR. So I don't know. I would exhaust other options before making that trade. But ultimately, if you have, let's say you have, I would give Adams in the 112 for Devontae Smith. What does the crowd think about that one? Let me know. Which side would you go? Would you go Devontae Adams and the 112 or Devontae Smith? 12 team start 10. Okay. I will go back to the crowd and see what they say, if they're even listening, if I'm even live anymore. Okay, someone. Thank you very much for the hammer. Appreciate it. Hello, lads. Great show. Love the content. Appreciate it. It is a start 11 Superflex 10 team tight end premium. It's 1.5 for them. When I was putting this in there, I have no idea who MUZ is. So take a pause on that Devontae Adams 110 or 112 trade and tell me who MUZ is. I mean, who is this? Okay, so Muse and Arich, Olave, Cup, Chase at wide receiver. We have Rashad White and Warren at running back. Musgrave, Freiermuth at tight ends. We have the 103, 4, 5, and 9. He says moves. Let's see if the crowd knows. I see Adams 112 as the picks on that previous trade. Still don't know who Muse is. I'm going to assume that he's really good. All right. So what are your moves with this team? Start 11, 10 team. Olave, Cup, Chase, 103. Start 11. I mean, you don't have many assets, right? Let's assume that's 2 quarterbacks. So 1, 2, Olave, Cup, Chase. That's 5. Rashad White, 6. And start 11, you might have to start Warren. That's fine. 7. And then the tight end is 8. Whoops, excuse me. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably sticking and picking. I'm not necessarily going to buy like vets with these picks. I don't know. Let's see. Do we want to move up to get Marvy Poo on this? The 105 and the 109. Would we even want to do this? No, I might just smash the draft button a bunch of times here. Yeah. I'm not sweating it. Need more assets here. Okay. Thank you, someone. All right, let's go to the crowd. Here's from Matthew. MUZ has got to be the Moose, Freiermuth, super valuable. Yeah, I don't know because it was listed first. Ahead of Arich. So somebody better than Arich. Okay, let's go to Sammy. Thank for the hammer. Another hammer at that. It is a 12-team Superflex PPR 1.5 tight end premium start 10. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts at quarterback. ETN, Rashad White, Jerome Ford, and trash cans. At running back, we have Ayuk, Nico, Cup, Amari, Hollywood, Lockett, and Mike Williams at wide receiver, Kittle, and Dulcich at tight end. No picks in 24, no 25 second. Coming off of winning the championship, congrats. And the runner-up is already tearing it down, looking to move off possibly Nico and White, as I think both will get added competition in the offseason. Any other moves? I don't know. That last part real quick. So looking to move off Nico and White. It depends. I mean, everybody kind of thinks now that people are going to get competition, right? Would anybody be surprised if the Texans took a wide receiver rather, and the Bucks took a took some running back somewhere in the draft. I don't sweat that anymore unless it's like a tiebreaker situation, looking at that sort of thing. So coming off a winning championship, runner-ups tearing it down, well, strike. Could you buy some of the runner-up stuff? Because obviously those are contending pieces. So no picks though. Do I even want to mess with Allen and Hurts? Do. Yeah, you don't have hammers. You won with this, huh? Yeah, you just ran pure, I guess, at the end. I sorry, lots of pausing here. I'm just kind of stumped on what I would do. We have Allen Hurts, ETN White. That's 4 starters. Ayuk, Collins, Cup. That's 7, 8, 9. Let's call it 9 starters. 10. Yeah, I mean, you can't do a lot of packaging to get a hammer. I mean, I guess in theory you could, but you wouldn't want to do a crippling one. You could give, like, if you were to give a Nico Collins, for example, I would try to get an extra piece. Can you get the 109 and a second for Nico Collins? Maybe something like that, just to start getting picks back for 25, because it's a little thin. You look at Cup, Amari, Hollywood, Lockett, Mike Williams, 0 liquidity. 0. So I'd be careful with this team. The runner-ups tearing it down. See if you can get some capital. That's what I would say here. Okay. And then let's go to the crowd to do one. I guarantee my headset's going to start off in a second. That's what it seems like. It's been that amount of time. Okay. Let me go back up here. We will try to find one from Saquon 7. Saquon 7. Look at the size of that bear on that avatar. Good Lord. So 10-team Superflex, 1.5 for tight ends. QBs are Jordan Love, Watson, and Anthony Richardson. Trade Hock into Deshaun Watson for the 103 to upgrade at wide receiver / upgrade my QB3 from Watson. Okay, it's a 10-teamer. Already has Jordan Love, Watson, Arich. Asking if you should trade Hock and Watson for the 103. Yes. Yes. I mean, Hawkinson isn't healthy. I actually haven't seen the latest on him. When does he do back? Haven't seen the latest on him, but yeah, 100%. Because not only are you said upgrade at wide receiver / upgrade QB3, you're still trading for the 103. You're not trading for a player yet. Yes, we can attach some names to that, but just keep that in mind. You're not necessarily done. You can jockey around. Yeah, that's a smash. Ethan, thank you for the hammer. What's up, guys? Love the content. 12-team Superflex PPR start 9. We have Fields, Kyler, Stafford at quarterback, Tyreek, Ayuk, and trash cans at wide receiver, James Cook, Chuba at running back, and then Ingram at tight end. Has the 102, 108. Only the second year of the league, and no team is insanely strong. So he came in second. Traded London and Ferguson for Kyler so I could ship off Anthony Richardson for the 102. Should I compete and try to trade up with the 108? Sell Tyreek and Stafford mid-year? Thanks. So let's see here. And you said, or you came in second? Start 9, 12-team Superflex. So relatively shallow. QB room is solid. Yeah, you don't again. You traded London and Ferguson for Kyler. That was an awesome trade. And with the 102, I am open to shopping that because you are a little bit, you came in second, but you're a little thin, even in a start 9. That 108 is something that I would try to do. Naturally, that'll have some market now. Maybe not as much as the 102, but can you attach the 108 onto, I mean, even if somebody wants James Cook, I know that would leave you with Chuba Hubbard at trash cans, but again, March 6th. So 108 plus Stafford's not going to get you anything. Would you even care about tearing up from Fields and Kyler? No. Tyreek, yeah, ideally you want to trade him after he's dropping 35 burgers on the league and people all of a sudden will want him again. So he's on the block. Everything's on the block always. but I'm being safe. I'm being safe with this team. I'm only really trying to move the 108. I'm open to moving the 102 back for what if you stay within the top 5 or 6, get a 25 first on top. That sounds cool. Okay, so that's the last in the hopper. Let me at least give the sign off here. So buymeacoffee.com/trades in 5 is where we're essentially doing our super chats now. So if you get your super chats or your hammers in rather, we're going to try to do these streams on Friday afternoons and Sunday nights. But every once in a while, we'll do a pop up like this. It'll be one of us hitting the $5 single hammer donations. So that'll be Fridays and Sundays typically. And then we have our Tuesday live stream. So just the more hammers we get, we're going to have to keep up with them because we want people to get their trades answered without too much of a delay. But if your trade isn't answered on the next live stream, it'll be the one after that. So 1 to 2. We're going to try to keep it tight. See some nice comments here. Best Dynasty show. Anthony with the hammers. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, thanks for joining. 86 eyeballs in here. Will all the multi-hammers be on Tuesday streams? So Hunter Joe Gary asking if it's only $2 and $3 hammers there are $2 and $3 hammers that are going to make it on there. No, it's going to be kind of luck. But yes, I mean, they're always prioritized a little bit, right? I felt bad the other night. Somebody dropped 4 hammers and we weren't able to hit it, which was a bummer. I say the other night, it was last night, right? Anyway, I'm out. Thank you everyone for joining, and we will see you on Friday, 3 p.m. Scott and myself. Later.